So there was this experiment done with a group of women where they put scars on their faces using makeup, and then they wanted them to go and get interviewed. The purpose of this experiment was to see whether these women felt like there was discrimination against them because, they had those scars on their faces. But now here's what they did. They first put on a scar on their faces, and they brought them to the bathroom to show themselves facing the mirror so that, the women could see the scar on their face. Then they took them out of that room into a different room. Before they went to the interview, they told them, hey, I'm going to touch you up just a little bit. And while they're touching them up, they actually removed the scar completely from their faces. And then the women went to the interview thinking they still had the scar on, but they actually didn't have a scar on. They were just being their normal selves. And here's the thing. After the interview, the vast majority of these women felt discriminated against. Not only that, but they also felt that the interviewer made specific comments referencing their scars as well. So what can this experiment teach us? We can all create a story about our circumstances based on our beliefs. We can become victims even when we are not. Whatever you believe creates your reality. So if you think that someone doesn't like you because of your scar or your weight or your skin color, your intelligence level, whatever it is, then you will eventually attract and find people and circumstances and situations that will confirm your belief. Going back to the experiment, the real reason these women felt discriminated against was that they were all up in their heads. So they were filtering everything the interviewer was saying and doing through the lens of, do they like me or not, based on my scar? They weren't actually in the present moment interacting with the person. They were in their own heads. And this is why I'm always harping on the fact that you need to learn how to be in the present moment. You need to live in what is actually going on right here and now, instead of getting stuck in your head on past things, on how someone is always perceiving you, and really being too caught up in the self. That's why it's so important that you practice being in the moment as much as possible so you can really connect with people on reality rather than what's going on in your head. It's important to question our beliefs from time to time and update them based on new information. Oftentimes, our beliefs get formed from early childhood, and then we carry those outdated beliefs into adulthood. So what's the problem with that? Well, you want your beliefs to serve you in getting what you want out of life instead of hindering you. So if, for example, you were called slow and stupid in kindergarten, then you might take that label into high school, into college, and beyond, thinking you're still slow and stupid when you're interacting with people. Going with that example, let's say you meet a girl in college and you start talking her up, and she ends up not liking you back. You might tell yourself a story that, hey, it's because I'm slow and stupid, just like I was called back in kindergarten. But how do you know that's actually true? What if she didn't like you because you didn't seem confident enough to her? You see, it's a vicious cycle. You thinking that she doesn't like you because you're slow and stupid, as you're interacting with her, that thought of you not being good enough for her makes you actually appear less confident. And so you end up creating the very thing you don't want. Again, your internal world creates your outer reality. You want to adopt beliefs, thoughts, and feelings that will serve you and bring you closer to your goals. If you believe you're smart and worthy of love, you will attract people and circumstances that will reflect that. So my message to you, beautiful people, is make sure you question your beliefs from time to time and choose the beliefs that will serve you towards achieving your goals. And that's it for today. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Also, subscribe to this channel for more podcasts just like this one.